Hi, I believe I'm now on to the sixth part of my favorite characters list of all time, or of a lot of times, something like that. My list could probably seem very odd if you've seen the part before this and who I put in 40th place. That could seem bizarre and make no sense. It could ruin any integrity my list has, but is how I feel. In 39th place is Kuroyuki Jaime from Excel World, a character that really pulled on my heartstrings. A very likable character, very sympathetic, adorable. Loved her friendship with, I believe it was Megumi, or this friend of hers that isn't in Excel World that much, but there's an episode specifically focused on their friendship. It's one of the most adorable episodes of a show that I've ever seen. It's so emotionally captivating, and I think Kuroyuki Jaime would have been on my list if it was for that episode, but her getting this high on the list is because the episode of her and her friendship with that character is just so precious that she had to be there. On 38th place is Marnie from When Marnie Was There. When Marnie Was There is one of my favorite films of all time. Quite possibly the film that I relate to the most, and Marnie is one of the most tragic, sympathetic characters that I've ever seen. I love Marnie, great character. Um, Very emotionally powerful stuff that pulls on my heartstrings so much, and it really means a lot to me. On 37th place and 36th place are two characters that go together, Josh and Joe from Blue's Clues. I love Blue's Clues so much, and when Steve left, it could seem like, well, Blue's Clues could seem like it's all over, like nobody could live up to Steve. But then Joe came. Joe was wonderful. And then Josh came, and Josh was amazing. And it showed that Blue's Clues has a pretty timeless appeal. And it shows that as much as I adore Steve and how much he means to me, Blue's Clues can work with a different host. It worked for Joe, and then it worked for Josh. And Joe and Josh I like about equally. I did put Joe above Josh. I think that a lot of Joe's episodes tend to be more interesting. A lot of Josh's episodes, I believe, are pretty much remakes of Steve episodes. So Joe's got, I think, has had more opportunities for more interesting stories, but I like them about the same. I think they have a lot of the same charm as Steve, while both feeling like great characters themselves, and not just feeling like Steve's replacements, feeling like great characters that I love seeing that bring a lot of happiness into my life, and I deeply love them both. 35th place is Skeletor from Masters of the Universe, the big standout in He Man shows. I love He Man, he means a lot to me, but Skeletor, I think Skeletor is better than He Man. Skeletor, one of the funniest, coolest villains out there, and has been really good, I believe, in every adaptation I've ever seen him in. Love him so much in the live action film, love him a lot in the cartoon. Skeletor is fantastic, has one of the coolest designs of a villain. Skeletor is amazing. In 34th place is Dr. Fuji from Pokemon. Amber Fuji, his daughter, 40th place. Dr. Fuji himself, 34th place. Dr. Fuji, I believe the first character in film history to get me to cry. I believe the only other character in film history that got me to cry is his daughter, Amber. I did tear up quite heavily with Dr. Fuji's backstory. He has one of the greatest backstories I've ever seen, and why a backstory was given to such a obscure character that's pretty much there to create Mewtwo and then be defeated, and that's about it. Why he was given a more compelling, emotionally moving motivation and backstory than the main character Ash, or so many other characters, that is so baffling. I don't get it. I think Dr. Fuji is a compelling enough character to lead a story that could likely be one of the saddest but most emotionally captivating things in all of history. And even without that, even with just being a small character, he is one of the most emotionally moving characters I've ever seen, and would likely get even higher in this ranking if he had more screen time. But even with that little bit of screen time, a lot of which was even cut out of most versions of the film, Dr. Fuji still makes my top 35. which could seem ridiculous, and it likely is, but the emotions I felt were genuine, so I don't feel too bad about putting him this high. 33rd place is Libby from The Ghost of Molly McGee. Adorable show, really good show, particularly for Libby. Great best friend to Molly. One of those characters that's just so lovable and shy and sweet that I just want everything in her world to go well for her. I want her to have all the happiness. She's just a great character, and in my opinion, the best episodes of The Ghost of Molly McGee by far the episodes where Libby is either the main focus or is heavily involved. On 32nd place is Atomic Betty from Atomic Betty. Great hero character, very likable. I have a lot of nostalgia for her cartoon show. It means a lot to me. Watched it so much. Has one of the best theme songs. Character that I just really like a lot. It just meant a lot to me. 31st place is Princess Kaguya from The Tale of the Princess Kaguya. One of the best film protagonists from one of the best films. One of the best princess characters. Um, which is interesting because she's a character that feels like she doesn't even want to be a princess. But there's a lot of compelling stuff about that and about Princess Kaguya, about her feeling like where her real home is, and there's a lot of powerful stuff talking about some of the downsides of actually being a princess. And her story actually really makes me appreciate the life I have on a new deep level. And I've seen Princess Kaguya's story a lot because I've rewatched the film a number of times, and it's continued to emotionally move me in a very, very powerful way. I love her. In 30th place is Beetlejuice from Beetlejuice, one of the most entertaining characters out there. Love Michael Keaton's performance so much. One of the coolest, most charming, most delightfully sinister and upbeat characters out there. Just absolute delight, absolute scene stealer, incredible character. Love Beetlejuice. 29th place is the Hatter from Alice in Wonderland. My favorite Johnny Depp role, I believe, of all time is as Terrence Hightop, the Hatter. The Hatter is the reason why I'm a fan of Johnny Depp, and I love the Hatter's personality so much. Love his interactions with Alice. Love what a delightfully odd character the Hatter is. One of the most fun characters out there. I enjoy him so much. In 28th place is Lily from Pokemon. Um, I decided to watch some of the stuff that had her in it. I was often focusing on a lot of the stuff involving bad guys and a lot of other stuff, but I gave some of the stuff with Lily a chance, and I'm so glad I did. Her journey is so moving. She's one of those adorable, sweet characters that's super shy, and I just want everything in her life to go so well, and I feel so bad when anything remotely bad happens to her. A precious character that I pretty just want to have all the happiness in the world. And Lily has a great journey to go on. A character that is very shy around others, but is so sweet and lovable when she gets to uh, gain some trust for characters. I love her character a lot. In 27th place is She-Ra from Masters of the Universe. Best character from Masters of the Universe, in my opinion. One of the most inspiring, cool characters out there. Love the original She-Ra cartoon show, Princess of Power. Uh, and then separated from He-Man, there's She-Ra and the Princess of Power. Love that show so much. She-Ra is so fantastic in it. She-Ra just amazing, upbeat, credible character. One of my favorite female superheroes. Another one of my favorite female superheroes is my number 26, Raven from Teen Titans. And Raven is why I'm such a big fan of Teen Titans. She is so cool. I believe she's the only member of Teen Titans to get on my list. For me, Raven is a huge standout and likely could have gotten even higher in my list if she got to lead more stuff. But even without that, Raven is so incredibly cool. One of the coolest characters out there. Love her personality, love her powers, love her design. There's just so much to really appreciate about Raven. She's just absolutely fantastic. In 25th place is a character I consider to put even higher in this list and is likely way too high. Mr. Clipboard from Food Fight. One of the most entertaining characters in film history is Mr. Clipboard. I believe Mr. Clipboard only has three scenes that I believe I've seen over 100 times because I love them that much, and I love how delightfully odd Mr. Clipboard is. One of the most entertaining, fun things in the world is to watch Mr. Clipboard. And if he had more than just those few amount of scenes, he likely could have been even higher on my list. I believe there was a time where he was likely my favorite character in all of cartoons because I loved his scenes so much. But 25th place, I guess that's the right rating for him. Likely still too high. What am I doing? But he's great. I love him. And you can let me know what you think of my list so far.